So welcome back to the third and final installation of my trip to Egypt. As you may have known in the previous video, which you can see over here, I went to visit the pyramids of Giza, but most of my days were just R&R, rest and relaxation. I was lounging by the pool, drinking drinks. Oh yeah, and those wondering, yeah, I did get a little bit of a tan. And here's a small picture of comparison with my sister and my cousin. Sorry, Hilter. But I also went and did a couple of things. I went parasailing.
Counting the days until summer, feeling the warm rays upon my face. Leave all my worries in a gentle breeze. Big sunshine and new life in the way I need. Counting the days until summer, feeling the warm rays upon my face. Leave all my worries in a gentle breeze. Big sunshine and new life in the way I need.
I went to the beach and saw the fishes swim around.
Counting the days until summer, feeling the warm rays upon my face. Leave all my worries in a gentle breeze. Big sunshine and new life in the way I need. Counting the days until summer, feeling the warm rays upon my face. Leave all my worries in a gentle breeze. Big sunshine and new life in the way I need.
So if you watched this far along, how about hitting the subscribe button and helping me to get to maybe 440, which would be freaking cool. I'm at 429. I've been going up and down. These trips to Egypt are probably not helping. And I visited an awesome coffee house called Farsha Cafe. It's so eclectic. It's so cool. If I had just the imagination of what that owner decorator had, it's so freaking cool. So cool. The look and feel of that cafe is freaking awesome. If you're ever in Sharm El-Sheikh, go and check it out. Not for the service, but more for the experience and the ambience of the place. It's freaking cool. I also want to put in a couple of thoughts about Egypt and Sharm El-Sheikh. Here are my not so controversial takes, but yeah, let's go for it. Sharm El-Sheikh is a tourist town, most definitely. It's a very calm and very easy town, besides the sellers, but yeah, and you can lounge there. It's friggin' awesome. And if you don't come over summer when it's too hot, basically it goes up to 50 degrees Celsius, which is mind-boggling to me. Even though I worked at an aluminum smelter where the floor temperature would go up to 60 degrees Celsius. Those are heats that I can escape. But heats that I can't escape, like outdoor heat going up to 50, yeah, that's not me. That's never gonna work for me. Yeah, if you go off peak, off summer, it's really nice and really cool. And I highly recommend it. But it's somewhat off, kind of fake, because it's hard to get the actual culture. But you get some of the culture, sure, but it feels like Vegas for some parts. It's a little bit fake. And there is literally what I would call a tourist tax, because if you don't haggle, you're paying probably twice the price. Yeah, so if the seller says $10, you should go for like $4 or $5. Even start with $3, $4, because that's basically the selling prices of everything. You have to go 50% down, but I am useless at haggling. Also, another fact, if you're coming from the States, just bring dollars. They take dollars everywhere, and you can use them even better than the local currency, because basically every time I was going to pay for something, because I just used the ATM and the ATMs are fine there, they always started with the dollars and swapped over to pounds. But if you're coming from a country with euros, switch over to dollars, because for them $1 is €1, which is not the correct conversion. So you'll actually save a little maybe money if you go to the bank and switch over to a couple of dollars, or bring dollars with you. So it was on day 5 that I figured out, yeah, I'm not in Africa, I'm in Asia. Because when you look at Egypt, you know where the Suez Channel is, up into the Mediterranean. So basically, if you're east of the Suez Channel, you're actually in Asia. So when I made the trip over to Cairo to look at the pyramids, I went to Africa, which is freaking awesome, because basically I got to visit 2 continents, kind of, in one trip. So I've been to 4 continents now: Europe, Africa, Asia, and North America. Maybe finish off the bucket list later, after I finish the house. But my entire stay was freaking awesome, and I highly recommend it. Like I said, there are a couple of things that I would have wanted to do if I wasn't as strapped for money, like gone to Luxor to check that out, go into a Bedouin trail on a camel, gone to Mount Sinai, and there's a lot of more things to do. And here are a couple of pictures a friend of mine took from the trips that I wished I had gone to. But yeah, like I said, it was a freaking awesome trip. The people are actually wonderful. If you just don't show up with "we're the best in the world" attitude and leave politics at home. If you're on a trip, and this is coming from a political scientist, just leave the politics at home. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!